If you are feeling anxious about the MCAT, I promise you are not alone. Test anxiety is one of the biggest obstacles that we see students face when they're really preparing for such a high pressure exam. So today I'm going to share some scientifically backed, proven strategies that actually really do genuinely help to reduce anxiety and improve your performance on test day. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll feel equipped and confident and you'll know kind of exactly how to manage your anxiety and make sure that you're ready to really excel on the MCAT. So first, let's talk a little bit about what test anxiety actually is. According to some research that was published in the Journal of Anxiety Disorders, test anxiety is characterized by worry, nervousness, and emotional discomfort either before or during exams. And usually it does result in, unfortunately, lower test performance. Some of the more common symptoms include increased heart rate and sweating, especially maybe sweaty palms, difficulty concentrating, or maybe even completely blanking, negative or racing thoughts throughout the exam, feelings of panic or feelings of dread. So knowing these signs can help you to recognize anxiety early, so that way you can actually effectively apply some strategies before it completely takes over and takes control. So let's go through some of the strategies that you can apply. Research from cognitive behavioral therapy shows that changing your mindset can significantly reduce anxiety. This method is called cognitive reframing. How to implement it? First, you are going to identify your anxious thoughts clearly. An example of an anxious thought would be, I might fail the MCAT. Or what if I fail this exam? So next, challenge the thoughts. Use logical, positive alternatives. I studied. I've prepared well. One test doesn't define me. I trust my preparation. Then replace the negative thoughts with something that is empowering, an empowering affirmation. I'm capable and prepared to handle this test. I know everything I need to know to do well on this exam. Regularly practicing reframing is going to help to shift your mindset, and it's going to decrease anxiety dramatically over time. Another strategy is mindfulness. It is another proven strategy that's backed by clinical studies. A Harvard University study showed that mindfulness practice can reduce stress hormones, which will improve cognitive performance. Try this quick breathing exercise. It's called the 4-7-8 technique. First, breathe in quietly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath in for 7 seconds, and then exhale forcefully through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this 3 to 4 times. Doing this before the exam and during the breaks on test day can help to calm your nervous system, and that's going to help you regain clarity and focus. Another strategy, one of the most powerful ways to combat test anxiety, is using realistic simulated practice. According to a study that was published in the Journal of Educational Psychology, regular practice under real test day conditions significantly reduces anxiety. So you have to take full-length practice tests. Take them at the same time of day as your actual scheduled MCAT. Simulate real testing environment as closely as possible, which means you're not completely isolated, but also minimize distractions, strict timing, and scheduled breaks. This is going to help to familiarize your mind and your body with the actual test day experience, and it will significantly lower anxiety when the actual day arrives. The next strategy, physical preparation, is going to directly impact anxiety levels. So, proper sleep, hydration, and nutrition. All of these will directly influence your body's stress response. The American Psychological Association highlights that sleep deprivation will dramatically increase anxiety and it will impair your memory. So a recommended routine is 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep. That doesn't mean just the night before the exam. That means consistently every night. You also want to maintain balanced meals with protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats. Stay hydrated. Dehydration is going to really intensify anxiety and fatigue. So healthy physical routines really will provide your body with stability, and that's going to minimize stress-related reactions. Another thing you could do, Olympic athletes use visualization to enhance performance under pressure. This works equally well for test anxiety. Visualize yourself calmly and successfully taking the MCAT. There's a study from the Journal of Applied Psychology that confirms visualization reduces anxiety and increases self-confidence. Here are some steps you can follow for visualization. Close your eyes and vividly imagine test day, as vividly as you can and as in detail as you can. Envision feeling confident and calm and clearly answering questions correctly. Feel yourself in control throughout every single MCAT section. Practicing this visualization regularly is really going to reinforce a calm, confident mindset. Finally, don't underestimate the power of community and of support. Talk about your anxiety with people you trust, mentors, tutors, or friends who have successfully gone through the MCAT. Sharing is going to reduce the emotional burden that you have on yourself, and it's also going to help to provide you with some practical coping strategies from other people who have gone through it themselves. MCAT anxiety, it really is very common, but it does not have to completely define your performance, and it does not have to impact your score. Implementing these proven strategies that I just shared with you, cognitive reframing, mindfulness, realistic practice, healthy routines, visualization, and supportive community will significantly reduce anxiety and boost your confidence. You've got this. If this video was helpful for you, subscribe now for more MCAT and med school strategies. We're here every week bringing you something new. And if you're interested in more personalized help, check the description to see how you can get a little bit more support from our team.